Now, seeing ghosts appear after someone dies is common practice. Some spiritualist will probably end up explaining why in the comments, stuff to do with unfinished business and whatnot. But there's an old Canadian ghost story that challenges that, one where the ghosts decided to appear before anyone died. There are a few different perspectives of the story, but the tale is the same throughout most of them. It happened in May of 1908, 3 kilometers outside of Medicine Hat, Alberta. A man by the name of Gus Day worked as a fireman on the local railroad and was firing an engine pulling a train to Dunmore from Medicine Hat, with a man named Bob Toohey driving the engine. It was late at night on a single-track line. When they were around 3 kilometers outside of Medicine Hat, they saw a blazing light, similar to that of an engine's headlamp, coming down the line towards them. As it was a single track, Toohey and Day both thought they were about to crash into an oncoming engine, when suddenly the light sharply veered right and passed their train. The light itself was a train, seemingly floating past them on no rails. Ghostly enginemen and passengers in the carriage waved at Toohey and Day as they passed by. Once they completed the trip, Toohey was so frightened by the event he decided to move into yard work. One account of the story says that he went to a fortune teller shortly afterward, who told Toohey that he'd die soon, prompting him to take some time off work. Day continued to work as a fireman on the route, until one night 2 weeks after the initial sighting, he was firing a train being driven by a man named Jay Nicholson. In the same place, just outside of Medicine Hat, the ghost train appeared again, veering right just before collision and floating past Day's engine. Both Day and Nicholson were shook by the sighting, but carried on with their work. Over a month later, on the 8th of July 1908, Day was firing an engine in the yard when news came there had been a serious accident. 2 trains had collided head-on on a single-track line 3 kilometers outside of Medicine Hat, in the exact same spot Day had spotted the ghost trains. 7 people died in the accident, them being a few passengers, the fireman on the passenger train, and both of the engine drivers. The drivers were none other than Jay Nicholson and Bob Toohey, who had just gotten over his paranoia of the ghost train and taken up driving again. It's fair to say that Day likely never wanted to fire a freight engine or passenger train ever again. But it is a curious thought though. Can someone's ghost appear before they die? Who knows? Subscribe for more.